Cheers, welcome to my channel. This is a daily tarot oracle reading, Tattle Tales from the Vector. This is a general or collective reading, so just be aware parts may or may not resonate with you. Just leave what doesn't work for you and keep the rest. Also, excuse me, this is a timely reading, meaning if you're watching it at this time, it is the perfect time for you. And having said that, if it has been a while since I posted this, what was going on back then? That could give you further clarity as to your situation now. So we're going to begin with the underlying energy at the bottom of the deck, and we have the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is a card representing, the Pentacles are about health, wealth, and happiness in the tarot. So this represents an energy of money, is, of course, is a big part of health, wealth, and happiness in the 3D. You need money to make things work these days. Having said that, you could have all the money in the world and you still would not be living the lifestyle that you want. So this can be talking more than just about the money and making the money, but about the lifestyle that you get in return for it. So that he's wondering, you know, I put all this energy into this, and there's 6 pentacles here of energy, and then there's this one here, and it's like, man, I should have way more out of this situation than this. And he's thinking, is there a better way to do it? Should I quit? You know, is it worth continuing, or should I just let this go and take what I have here and what I've learned from it and move on? He's trying to figure it out. And then we have the Lovers coming in. So this is talking about a divine partnership. This is the sun is in the background representing God's energy, saying that this is a lover that would be beneficial for you. And this is probably someone you don't know. That's what the cloud in between the two represents, not knowing each other very well. It doesn't mean you don't know the person, but it's very unlikely that you've ever had a relationship with them on an intimate level. And so yeah, there's this new lover coming in, ordained by God, a divine masculine and feminine coming together. And we have the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups, definitely someone has their eye on you, this lover apparently, or maybe you have more than one suitor. This is talking about the pages would work for the king and the queen when they were younger. They would deliver messages within the palace walls and run small errands. So this represents communication coming in. And, you know, in the old days, this would always be a male, and it would be, in person. But these days, that information could be coming in so many ways. This could actually even, like this Page of Cups, he's very focused on the cup of love, and the cups in tarot represent love. And in particular, in this case, it generally means that it is romantic love. But it could be love of anyone or anything, like friends, family, children, whatever that is. And it also could be love of something you love to be or do. But in this case, I would say definitely someone has their eye on you romantically. He knows there's plenty of fish in the sea, but he has his eye on this particular fish, and so that's you. And the thing is, this could sometimes represent online dating, or it could be, you get a phone call, a text message, maybe an email, something comes in the mail, a card, an invitation to somewhere, possibly to someone else's wedding, and then you meet someone there, that kind of energy. It could be on social media, someone messages you, or maybe you see an event posted there and you attend, and then next thing you know, you run into someone and hey, you guys hit it off. It's that type of energy. So this information is coming in, and we have the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is willing to receive the information, but she's a little on the cold side. She's been there, done that, bought the t-shirt, and is kind of had some, issues with maybe going on dates or whatever, and she's kind of cold to the idea. She has her sword up, so she does have her left hand out. So she says, I am willing to receive, but you better come into me, correct? Like, or off with your head. She's been there, she's done that, she's bought the t-shirt. She doesn't want to put up with any more bullshit, period. And her head is out of the clouds, so she has clarity, and she knows exactly what she wants and what she doesn't want. We have the Queen of Pentacles coming in also. So the Queen of Pentacles energy is someone who's known to be very resourceful. She understands the value of a pentacle, like about lifestyle and how to manage money. This is someone who can make something out of nothing, and she's well respected for that. Also, she prefers quality over quantity. This would represent old money. It's not flash. She's not flashy with it. She doesn't need to impress anyone. You know, she's comes from money. She's always had money. It's just money is what it is for her. And so this energy is talking about generational wealth, or a legacy that you could hand down to your children and your children's children. And we have Temperance coming in here. So Temperance is about being patient, being devoted to your path. In the Bible, it says there's 144,000 angels that God sends down. And this energy, sometimes people feel that this is like an earth angel energy. It's temperance, is about having a good attitude and being good-natured and patient. And so she is doing alchemy here. She's got her right foot in the universal pool of water and adding her own special chemical additive of herself. Her left foot is grounded to earth to be able to bring it down to earth. And you can see there's already beautiful flowers growing where her foot is touching. This is also talking about staying on your destined path. So it's that energy of this is your path of glory. The sun is at the top here of the mountain, and that's just representing staying on the path that you were sent to earth basically to master. And then there's two cards here. We have the King of Swords. King of Swords, it's interesting because the King of Swords and the King of and Queen of Swords, when they come out together, quite often they can represent a divorced couple or a separated couple. So the King of Swords, he is also about the element of air, and the swords represent your mental intelligence and your ability to discipline your mind. He would be someone that would be in the profession where he uses his words, not his like physical labor, that kind of energy to earn his living. So this quite often can represent someone who's a politician. If he's a politician, he might even be a king because he is a king. But he could be a president, a prime minister, maybe in Congress or in the Senate, someone who's high up in the ministry of government on the federal level. So this is talking about the element of the sword is about your ability to use your mental intelligence. And, we express our thoughts through words. And so this could be someone that has is using their words and their, whether that be written or verbal. So quite often this also represents lawyers and legal energy, judges, head prosecutor type energy. If this is a lawyer, this would be a lawyer that's a partner in a prestigious firm. And quite often, if there's a couple here like this, the Queen and King, he might even be a divorce lawyer because he's in that energy. So the King and the Queen both know that words have the power to either uplift people or, to be used as weapons. And they're also aware that, your word is if without action behind your word, that your word is just words. It's not of any benefit to anyone. So this is talking about the power of words, but in context here, like in between these two, we have a Queen of Pentacles and we have this Earth Angel energy. And sometimes this card here can represent something that was fishy in your love life and, stinky, because if you keep a fish out of water too soon and you don't make up your mind, then it could be that energy. Now, this could be a totally separate thing, and this is talking about that, and then also it could also represent that there was something fishy going on in the King and the Queen's love life, and we do have a Queen of Pentacles in between. So we'll just keep that in mind. And this Earth Angel energy. We have the Empress. All right. So sometimes when when we have more than one queen here, the Empress is representing the energy of all 4 queens in the minor arcana, having those qualities in one person. So she's in the major arcana, and if she ends up having like 4 queens, then that can represent an energy of one person having all the qualities of all the queens and then becoming the Empress energy. So the Empress energy is talking about someone who's a generator of energy. The wheat at her feet here represents her ability to grow what she wants and to manifest what she wants. She's like a magnet. She's called, people consider her to be pregnant with possibility. And sometimes this can even represent an actual pregnancy. So she's growing wheat at her feet here. And the way she manifests is, okay, I'm planning to grow wheat. She'll look into it. Okay, which field am I going to put it in? And then I need to check the soil and amend the soil as needed with fertilizer or whatever. Pick all the stones and the rocks to make sure that the seeding and the harvesting equipment doesn't get damaged in that process. And then plant it at the most appropriate time. And then after that, allow it to grow. She's an organic farmer, so she doesn't spray. So this is talking about, she puts the energy into it and then she allows nature to do its thing. And she waves her wand and says, please do your best for me. And she grows bumper crops, and she's known to be able to manifest in this way and attract that energy to her. A lot of it is because she doesn't worry about it. And look at this. So we do have confirmation here. I feel like this is really interesting because, we have these 2 queens here, and we have this pre-Empress energy. And so this could be saying that, and it is the Queen of Pentacles. I don't know. It could be that these 2 are divorcing, and it might be because this Queen of Pentacles, this King of Swords, felt like she was his Empress. And this was when she was in pre-Empress energy. Now, we have like 6 coin here, and we have 6 coin here. So something, and then we have 1 and 1. There's something going on here, but I can't quite figure it out as of yet. I haven't really seen it up quite like this. It's really interesting though, because this generally can mean a divorced couple for sure. And then this energy could be a lawyer that handled the divorce, but it also could be that the reason why they're getting, because there's these 2 people in between, or there's an Earth Angel, and there's this Queen of Pentacles in between these 2. And there could have been something fishy in their love life. And now this Pentacle energy is it's for the whole reading. And this energy here is talking about, there's only 10 pentacles. So this person is pre-Empress energy. What I talked about these 2 queens could be representing her energy. So it could be that the Queen of Swords at one time was more like the Queen of Pentacles, but she got cold when she got divorced, or these 2, or these could be 2 totally different people. But quite often when more than one queen comes up and then the Empress and pre-Empress energy comes in, it can talk about the journey of the Empress becoming the Empress. We'll see. I'm building a pyramid here, so this is kind of what we have in the bottom, and now this is obstacles and like kind of what's going on here. So this card, the 9 of Pentacles, is representing that pre-Empress energy, and it's also talking about learning the give and take of life and how much to invest in yourself and others, and in what to invest it in. How much you invest, and what is your anticipated return. Is it a fair exchange of energy? That's what we have. So it seems like there's some sort of energy definitely going on with this King and the Empress energy for sure. And maybe she was pre-Empress before, and she was the Queen of Pentacles, that kind of energy. So in any case, she's got her hand on 6 pentacles, and there's 3 here. if you've ever heard of Nikola Tesla, he would talk about the 369. The beauty of the 369, if you understood the beauty of the 369, you would have the key to the universe. And so this is talking about a ratio, I feel. And it's like she has 3, 6, it equals 9. And she has like 2/3 over here and 1/3 over here. So this is the ratio she keeps. She always keeps like that ratio. 6 of them she keeps her hand on. This is for her to run her household, her businesses, pay her bills, maybe some slush money for in case, you know, appliances break down, that kind of energy for emergencies. Then she has these 3 here, and maybe one she'll use for more risky investments, and another one for charity, and possibly one for saving up for a vacation or something like that. And the falcon represents her foresight in understanding this. So she has learned how to really use this money to a whole new level here. So that's, and it's not just about money, it's about lifestyle. Interesting. Well, I'm still trying to figure out, okay, what does this mean? I've never seen it quite like this before. There's a transition here. Definitely. And this is sitting in between the king and this earth angel energy. So this is the death card. A lot of times people will get really freaked out by it, but really this is talking about transition, about the birth and then rebirth after, you know, death energy, decay and growth, basically. And so this energy, the Grim Reaper comes into town, and the Grim Reaper is not meant to be an evil figure. This is a figure that is often seen in many cultures. It's just representing this energy of transition, of passing over. And he has the this flag here. This flag represents the light at the end of the tunnel. And this older person here is trying to barter with him, like, don't come into town, we don't want your change. But these younger ones, these 2 children are like, yes, we do. And they're holding the one is even holding out a little flower to him and saying, here you go, Grim Reaper. This is saying that the bloom of new life, and representing the innocence and you know, of that energy. The king has been trampled, but this isn't like a king actually being trampled. It's representing systems being taken down. And sometimes it can even represent something like maybe like you've had a hobby and you've had it for years and years and you've always loved it and you always will love it. And then one day you wake up and you don't. And everybody's shocked, and you included, but you just don't want to do it anymore. And it's something you thought you would never quit doing, you would always love to do, and yet you're not interested anymore. And it kind of baffles your mind a little bit. This is talking about the 9 of Cups. So this is one away from total fulfillment in that energy. This is sitting, this is basically saying that this is something you want to have. Like, you don't quite have it yet. You're highly favored to get it. But this person is also representing someone that might be a public figure of some sort, or like, because he's on a stage. And he has these cups, and we can't tell, are they behind him, past, are they above his head, present, or are they in the future, and he's actually, they're ahead of him and he's back here. And he is, everybody knows he's highly favored to win and to have this. He's been very successful in the past. But his body language on the stage is a little bit incongruent, because he's aware he hasn't won yet. Many a race is lost in the last lap, and he knows it. But he's leaking some energy here, the way his feet are turned out in body language. Sitting like this drains your energy. And so he is on some level tired, but he does have his arms here in the sign of an infinity symbol, and he's almost like a genie. And I feel like he's been successful in the past, so he knows he's very likely to be successful. But he also knows that he's tired, and he's not showing it to the people around him. But this is saying, if you're this close, make sure that you keep your focus and you don't get distracted by anything around you. Because, you know, as I said, like, many a race is lost in the last lap. Stay in the game. Don't lose your focus now. Because there's being distracted by your love life. Okay, so, you know, this is about having all the love you want. So he's maybe distracted by this situation here. This is that fishy, there could be some fishy energy. So as it, as I said, the cups can represent like romantic love, which feels like it could be that, but like if he has one more cup of love here, then he would have it all. So maybe he's disappointed in his love life, but he has everything else he loves in life. If that, like, he loves the work he does, and he loves where he lives, and he loves his neighbors and his family and everything, but he doesn't have the love of his life. And perhaps something has happened here. It's that kind of energy. There could have been something fishy. This sometimes represents that energy of, 3 cups instead of 2. And so this can be a third party energy. And sometimes even this 4th cup, because we have this pregnancy here, and we have this pre-empress energy here sitting on the King of Swords. I don't know, we'll see, because this is sitting on the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles energy. So it's kind of between the two of them. And maybe one of them got pregnant, that kind of energy. So we'll see here. That sometimes can be represented by that. This could also be that you've given someone, this could be, if it's not about your love life, it could be someone in business, your business partner, or someone in your family, and you've given them 3 chances, and they failed you every time, and now they're asking for a 4th chance, and you're like, no, 3 strikes and you're out, whether that's in your romantic life or it's just in the other. And then this can also represent an energy of just having 3 failures, and and the universe is saying, come on, give it one more go, and you're like, no, I don't want some more. I'm tired of being tired. I don't want more of the same old shift. So this is that type of energy. And then we have the wounded warrior. So yeah, it's saying that you've been successful, for sure. This is, the wands represent the energy of fire. This is the element of fire. And they're representing taking action and like planting seeds, and then them growing into these wands that are laden with fruit, the fruits of your labor. But this energy is, this person has managed to land all 8 of these, and he's on the 9th here. It's a huge accomplishment, because this is saying, this is the wounded warrior. This is someone who has gone out there and kept going even when it gets really rough, and done his best to stay on his destined path and be a good person while he's doing what he's doing. And no matter, he's come up against a lot. He's got a bit of a headache here. It's that kind of energy. And he's leaning hard on this 9th wand, but he's only 1 away from having 10 wands. And this is like, this is like a really good effort that he's put in to be able to be in this position. And then, yeah, but he started out like this, like the Page of Wands. So the Page of, and there's some information maybe coming in about like why, like some information about why he's so tired, like who's behind the energy, or what's behind the energy that's causing it to be so challenging. Because that's kind of like the energy I feel like I've managed to do it, but man, I'm tired. And this is how he started, and now this is how he is now, basically. The Page of Wands is representing like a real exuberant, enthusiastic energy. Page of Wands is dressed, dressed up, ready to get out there. I think of a young masculine energy under the age of 21. He's got a feather in his cap. He wants to he wants to explore the mysteries in life. He's really, ambitious, and someone who's, has an optimistic nature, and really, full of that youthful exuberance. And this energy, he is also, his wand is of course made of wood. Wood feeds fire, and it's representing passion. And he really, really, really admires his wand. And so he's looking up to it. And so sometimes you have to take what he has to say with a grain of salt, because think of that young male energy, or that young masculine energy. He quite often is thinking with his little head and doesn't have his full attention on matters. And then we have the 3 of Cups energy. This is a celebration. These people are celebrating something, but they are not celebrating each other. They're not looking at each other. And there's 3 cups here representing love. I feel like definitely this position here, there's definitely been some sort of energy here, some fishy energy between these two. someone cheated on someone here. It's that kind of energy. And this could be representing the third party energy, the gossip, the slander, the, you know, everything that's being said about it. The thing is about this card is, if, you know, in many cultures, particularly in Europe, if you toast someone and you don't look them in the eye, they have a major suspicion that that causes 7 years bad luck in your love life. And so, you know, toasting each other like this, they would freak out. Like, look me in the eye. So no one wants 7 years bad luck in their romantic love life. And yet here we have them doing that, and there's 3 instead of 2. So I feel like this energy could be representing the third party energy and also the gossip and everything around it. We have a rebel with the cause coming in now. Now there's some more information coming in about this situation. Interesting. It's just hard to figure out who's who in this reading right now, because there's so many characters involved. And so the Knight of Wands is considered like the rebel with the cause. So this is a knight. This would be like when, you know, a grown-up, you know, version of the page delivering that information. And he is got this big red plume on the back of his helmet. You see, before he had a feather in his cap. This is the page when he was younger. And he could afford a horse, apparently, and he was good at what he was doing, so he was knighted. And sometimes that they would have the opportunity to do that. Now, he's still really passionate, but he's learned to rein his emotions and his mind in. So he's much more disciplined. And you can see here that the energy of the pyramids, here they're up close. He's already discovered them, so he's off on a new adventure. And so this horse energy represents passion in love matters, and, you know, and heartfelt energy. Also on February 17th, we did move into the year of the fiery horse energy in the Chinese New Year. And this is representing that fiery horse energy as well. This is the perfect energy, the way to deal with this fiery horse energy, reining in your emotions and discipline, but still passionate and, you know, wanting to explore and enjoy and have this youthful exuberance no matter what age you are. The danger with the fire horse energy and this energy as well is setting goals that are so high and not giving yourself enough time, so that you end up like burning yourself out and not being able to make it to the finish line. So I feel that represents this energy on the stage. Something to do with that energy. Interesting. We have a few characters here though, so we'll see what's going on. And a cup of love is coming in. So now the cup of love looks like, you know, this, it's hard to say who there could be more than one cup of love coming in. But definitely I would say if these two are together and they're a divorced couple, then the cup of love could have to do with the Queen of Pentacles. And maybe the King of Swords energy is feeling very passionate about the Queen of Pentacles. And in his eyes, she's his Empress. And this is talking kind of about that energy. I feel like that might be what it is about. I think that we've kind of, this is the King of Swords in this passionate energy for this pre-Empress, Empress energy. This could represent her before she got pregnant and after she got pregnant. That kind of energy. I never thought of that before. All right. So now, yeah, after the dark night of the soul, this energy is talking about someone who has had a dark night of the soul, and they want to isolate themselves so that they can get meditate and pray and ask for assistance from God, because they don't know where to go from here. So the dark night of the soul could represent the energy of this queen here that is divorced. I feel this is definitely the energy now of the king is really into this Queen of Pentacles, because it's in between. And the earth angel energy could represent this Queen's energy. Could be that. I'm not quite sure as of yet. We'll keep going, because there definitely is a lover coming in for someone, and now there's a cup of love being, and this is like we have the sun on this and we have the sun on this. Generally, if there was like a third party involvement, that wouldn't be something that God is smiling down on, though. So let's just keep going. So this is going to ask God what to do. And then coming down from the mountain when the lantern is full of the energy of the North Star energy. So that's following your destined path, like the Earth Angel energy. So coming down from the mountain and then taking action upon what you've learned when you were, okay, so now this is talking about leaving a relationship. So perhaps this King of Swords energy is in this energy. You know, like a young guy that's really passionate about, I feel this would be the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles is an empress to him. But I think maybe he got someone pregnant. So he's walking away from this energy to be with this energy. And I feel that energy is the same energy. Interesting. So now where is this missing money coming from? The Queen. Oh, look at this. The Queen is looking at the Queen of Swords is looking at the Queen of Pentacles and saying, give me my money. Aha. You can have my man, but you can't have my money. Okay, now that makes sense. All right. Interesting. So she's maybe she's a lawyer too. Two lawyers duking it out in a divorce dispute. That could be interesting. Someone's walking away, and I feel this energy, and I do feel that someone's pregnant, and I feel like this Queen of Pentacles and this King are together, and now this Queen is saying, you can have him, but I want my money. I got it. He's passionately in love. Interesting. Okay, let's keep going. This is walking away. And look at this. Like we have 5 good years here, and then we have these 2, and there's a gap in a third cup. And so it's this, third party energy caused a gap, and someone is now walking away from, and that could be her, or he's walking away because he wants to be with this energy. Definitely, I feel that's what's going on. And we have the full moon, new moon in the background, and that could be representing the eclipse energy we just went through at the end of February and the beginning of March. So yeah, there's a lot going on here. There's a tower hitting. Boom. And like this tower, it's representing a reality check. Like people need to get with the program. Like you're fooling yourself if you're not seeing there's something going on here. And I feel like if you look at the anatomy of the tower, and you look at the fact that she may be, that the Empress is pregnant with, and sometimes with an actual pregnancy, and they're leaving each other, this could be a big part of it. So one of the people is shocked, and that might be the Queen of Swords. She's shocked, like, oh my God, you got someone pregnant on top of everything else kind of energy. And yeah, and so this reality check is in, there's 2 people falling out here. But one is like totally in shock, and the other one's like, oh God, I should have done something about this sooner, that kind of energy. And it is about marriage and commitment and partnerships. Interesting. So this is talking about this marriage ending, but then there's a new cup of love coming in for the Queen if she wants it. Now, a new lover coming in, I feel. Now that could be what this passion is about, because it's kind of more on this side. Yeah. Let's keep going and see. So this could be talking about this marriage breaking up between these 2, and then a new, like they might be planning to get, well, I mean, you can't get married that quick because you're still married here. not in time for the baby to show up. And then this energy, it could be talking about someone, now the queen also has a lover that's very passionate about her. So it's hard to, there's a lot of different scenarios. And this could even talk about, like maybe the Queen of Swords also has a lover on the side during this energy. You know what I mean? Oh, Lord. I feel like this is really complicated. And maybe this passion here is talking, she was tired of being in this relationship because she knew something was going on here. And they might be fighting over money. That could be the energy. Especially if they're both lawyers, my God. Okay, and then we have judgment coming in. Maybe they've had to go to court because of the money part of it. So judgment is coming in from the spiritual realm, and then that's coming down to the physical. And this can be like Pandora's box being open and skeletons coming out of the closet and the ancestors and the descendants all being involved. Like, this is a mess. I'm just kidding. This is a lot of energy. A lot of people involved in this. Like, I feel like they both might have been having affairs. You know? And then this person, and who knows, maybe this person also is married. Good Lord. And so then there's this energy of her ex-partner. And then there's this energy of maybe his ex-partner. That's what, oh, yeah, it's messy. There's a lot of ancestors and descendants involved. Pandora's box has been opened. Skeletons are coming out of the closet. There's more than one marriage involved. Like, it's, wow. And then so this energy is talking generally about selling yourself short or playing small or leaving the town that you're from. It's hard to be a hero in your own hometown. This is talking about still having a strong foundation when it comes to money, but not, going after your heart's desires and your crown and glory. It's kind of like saying, maybe playing small. There could be some energy or a shortfall of money here, and that might be the reason here. So there's something to do with the foundation of money. And that could be, well, if there's this many people involved in a divorce, my God, and if they're in court. Luckily, we have 2 lawyers here, so they don't have to pay the lawyer fees. I don't know. It's not funny, but oh my God, it's very complicated, I would say. Very complicated. But we'll keep going here. Okay, so this card is supposed to be under here. So we have one more. Okay, so there's all these opportunities coming in. Spoiled for choice. So quite often this card can represent like having a lot of gifts coming in, a lot of opportunities. But sometimes it can be a situation where someone has too much opportunity, too many choices. And maybe this is talking about lovers, you know, that kind of energy. Because we have this youthful exuberance of the Page of Wands. And as I said, sometimes he's thinking with his little head. And so, you know, it could be that kind of energy. This actually belongs up here, though. I don't know why it's so off. Like, it's the whole thing's off. Like, I just feel like it's very different. So this is talking about there's all these gifts that are supposed to be coming in, but somehow the gifts have ended up being like, not so much gifts, but more like too many choices, and somebody took advantage of having like maybe the ability to be able to make all these choices. It's that kind of energy. Yeah. So I feel that there could be like potentially 4 marriages involved in here. When you take in, well, I guess 3, because there's this one, and then whoever this person is with could have been married, and whoever the queen is with could be married. So there's 3 marriages, and there's a lot of energy here. And spoiled for choice, it's kind of like, yikes, a lot of just wanting to have what you want, basically. And then this is talking about the truth is coming out for the whole thing. So yeah, isn't that wild, hey? Because if it goes to court, then the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. So this is going to get straightened out in court, but probably not in between, like it's going to go to court is what's coming up. And then we have this energy of, again, this is like this person has their back to the city here. And this could be like your hometown kind of energy. And this, it can represent someone that felt like they had the whole world, you know, I've got the world in my hands, but now they're considering moving on to a different location. And quite often this for me represents an entrepreneur. And it's like a big fish in a little pond. But I feel like this could represent like, this might even be the person that, you know, if the queen is with someone, this could be his partner, and, you know, or this could be the partner of who was married to this person because it's on this side. Yeah. So this person might be moving on. This person, we don't know as of yet. And these two are definitely separated, but I feel that the king is definitely with this Empress energy. And this may be the Empress's ex-husband to be, and this might be that couldn't possibly be, could it, that this could actually, that these two are together, because there's all this wand energy here. So maybe the two of them go off and they're happy, I guess, over, like, we'll see. It's a real weird reading. There's a lot happening here. So this is the Chariot, and it's saying on the spiritual realm, judgment has been called and the truth is coming in. This needs to be sorted out clearly, especially if there's any children involved. There's a pregnancy coming up, that kind of energy. So the Chariot is when you are on your destined path and you're moving forward. So in some weird way, I have a feeling this works out, but it's complicated. A lot of competition here. Immature competition. And that's this end. Oh, okay, so this energy here is representing this side, and this energy here I feel is representing this side. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So this is there was a lot of competition. So someone here was in competition for this to be a lover of someone, or is a lover that, you know, like they were in competition with. Different energy. And then we have a breath of fresh air at the top. We're going to need it. So this is talking about, you know, yeah, I could see why this is talking about the Page of Swords is bringing in some sort of communication. And it's kind of like he's not even looking at the actual what is going on logically, because he's looking away from it, because he needs to think outside the box to find a creative solution for this. And I feel like that's the energy, that there is a lot going on here. But basically we have the Lover's card, and God is shining light on this, on this situation, that there needs to be passion back in your life. There could have been, I feel like this is representing a stinky energy and very tired. So this could be the Queen, because this is the Queen of Swords energy. And she maybe has a lover now, and she's very passionate, and they are thinking about moving away from this situation. There could be a lot of gossip and slander. And then this energy is talking about, you know, maybe there's opportunities, like this person could have had more than, you know, like been a single person, right? And so there was he had a lot of opportunities, and there was a lot of competition for him. But I feel the Queen of Swords is with this, this energy here. And then over here, we have this energy of this person here who could be this person here. Like, it's so weird, but this could be the person that was with this person. The Pentacles and that energy. And then someone got pregnant, and the King of Swords is with this person now, with this Empress energy. And this couple is together. And it could even be that this ex of hers is with the Queen of Swords now. I had a reading like this before. I'm trying to remember what the heck, like it was a while back, but I had a reading like this before, and it all worked out in the end. It said it was working. So this might be, I don't know, you're going to have to look back and take a look. But it's kind of like Peyton's Place, if you ever saw that years ago. It was like, I think it was a movie or a series or whatever. And it was all complicated like this. And I feel like, why do we care, really? But I guess if you're in on this, you care. But it's almost like these people don't really, well, I shouldn't say that. Because this could be the first time these two were married, and it could be the first time, you know what I mean? But I feel like this could actually be this person's ex is now with this Queen of Swords energy, and this energy, and maybe it's just meant to be. And you know, hey, God's here, let God judge it. I'm not judging it, but I'm just confused as to what's the meaning of this. Like this is talking about people who like drama, that's for sure. I mean, well, maybe they don't like it, but they sure as heck have it. Maybe that's what this reading is about. I'm going to clarify this. If you're leaving here, I don't blame you. Unless you're involved in this. Like, it's like, who cares? Okay, this is the card that wants to come out. I'm like, what? There's all these problems in the world, and this is what I'm talking about. I'm just like, what the heck? Okay, so we're going to let it go at this. This is important to the people who are involved in it. So if you're leaving the reading, even if you are like me and you're kind of like irritated by it, give it a like and comment, because it helps with my channel. I would appreciate it after I've been through this pain too. I just don't understand like why this reading is coming up. It's kind of like, yeah, well, it's a real messy situation, but these people are messy. So of course it's like, I mean, this is messy. But whatever, we sometimes get in messy. Like this is messy. And of course there's money missing. Everybody's like, nobody's paying attention to anything. They're too busy sneaking around. I'm sorry. I'm gonna clarify this now. Oh Lord. Okay. So for those of you who want clarification, there is a scotoma here. This is coming out. There's a blind spot here. And I feel the blind spot isn't just about this reading. It's about, why am I talking about this? There must be some reason why I'm talking about this, other than just for our titillation. So this is talking about, there's a blind spot here. The windshield is bigger than the rear view mirror for a reason. So, you know, this could be important to someone. Someone could be like, this is actually bringing me a lot of clarity, so I'm going to take it seriously now. Okay, so a scotoma is when there's a blind spot. So other people can see the situation and they're all gossiping about it, but you're in it. And of course you can't see the situation because everybody's sneaking around. And who would think like all this is going on? Like, it's just wild. But it does happen. It's almost like, you know, that show Wife Swapping? It feels like that kind of energy. Someone like, hey, well, you take my wife and I'll take yours kind of energy. Well, maybe that's what's happened. You know, the hangman. So the hangman is talking about the hangman hanging from the tree of knowledge to understand, to get more balance in his life. So he's looking at things from all perspective and trying to get clarity on a situation. We're with you, hangman. We're all there right now. We're wondering why we're involved in this. Or I am. Okay, so Pisces energy is coming in. So when the horoscope sign's coming in, I'm not saying it's a Pisces involved in this. I'm not talking about individuals. I'm talking about the energy of Pisces is a senior executive. So this is talking, it could be like it's on this fishy energy here. So it could be this energy of someone who has authority. And we just moved out of that Pisces energy with the new moon into Aries. And so it's a new way of looking at things and not being judgmental. And I just want to point out that this, when I'm bringing in horoscope signs into a reading. I'm not talking about individual people. I'm talking about the energy of each of the signs. So the Piscean energy is, you know, you're in a situation, you got to sink or swim. It's that kind of energy. And using your sensitivity to be able to use your intuition as to how to benefit, like make this work. And also accepting it, basically. And we also had the new moon moved from Pisces into the Aries energy. We have an energy here of denial. So what I don't know won't hurt me. And this is sitting on this Queen of Pentacles energy and this energy here. So, you know, this is interesting. Maybe the Queen of Swords was having an affair with the husband of this Empress. And when all the lawyering started happening up, her husband, who's going to be her ex, maybe she went to him as a lawyer, and then they started an affair. Huh, that feels strong. So really interesting. So maybe these two ended up together because this energy had the affair first. Ah, that could be. Someone was thinking with their little head. You know, that kind of energy. Interesting. So it could be either or. Now this is starting to make a little more sense to me. So now abuse of power. Yeah, like probably if you're a lawyer in a case, you probably shouldn't get involved and get someone pregnant when you're a lawyer or her lawyer. But that's not necessarily, well, maybe I don't know, maybe this, you know, whatever system is in charge of the legalities of that, the ethics board or whatever would find that not good. Or it could just be talking about there was abuse of power here and having to navigate through it, and that's why, you know, it's going to court, that kind of energy. We have attachment. So attachment, these are karmic spaces in any case. So attachment is the mother of them all. So if you become attached to someone or something, it can cause a big problem. I really feel it's way stronger saying that the Queen of Swords ended up having an affair with this person's husband or partner, and they were in this energy. He's over here because he was her ex. And when she went to a lawyer, possibly that was this person, and it just happened to be that the lawyer she got was this. Can you imagine how that information would come out then? Yikes. So there was jealousy here. So sometimes, oh, and please tell me they're not siblings. You know, this is talking about sibling rivalry sometimes. But jealousy is a funny thing. It's a karmic space where sometimes we think other people have a better path than ours and we want what they have. And that's common energy. But this is saying I'd rather be better than bitter. I'm just like, oh my goodness. It's almost like there could have been some sibling rivalry here. Wow. Okay, I'm just going to keep going. Definitely. That would be the temptation to be with someone else. Oh my goodness, to be with someone else, like your sister's husband or something like that. Wow. So this is temptation. So we're going to cover the devil because we're not going to get the truth from that energy. This is a very complicated situation for sure. And so I always cover the temptation card to see what other energy comes in and see, can we figure out what it's about? Mother's worry. Huh. I bet you if there's two siblings involved in this, the mother is worried. Wow. There's some really different energy here. We've got the Sagittarius energy. This could also say that there's children involved in this situation, which is unfortunate because it's really messy. But anyway, here we have the Sagittarius energy. So this is about expanding and contracting. like Sagittarius wanting to go on an adventure, and that's very much like this kind of energy, like wanting something new, maybe being bored or whatever, feeling like not wanting to be in the, you know, having your back on where you are, that kind of energy. Just trying to get a, see if I can see, like, why is this so important though? Because there's some energy coming in around this. So this is talking about having, like, the Leo is born to lead energy. And so this is talking about, and it's sitting on this judgment and on this love here. I feel like it's this kind of energy here, like a fiery, like a real fiery relationship. And maybe the thing is that it is a sibling. Maybe these are siblings, that kind of, oh. And of course, then, what if the mother knew about it? And what do you do? Like, oh, oh, okay. And then this energy coming in, saying falling and failing is a matter of I. Falling and failing in love is a matter of I. Like, it's just tightening my throat. Like, this is like really challenging energy. Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out, but this is like, okay, after this tower hits, it's like our main character. Who is our main character in this energy? I feel it would be this Earth Angel Pentacles, because this is the energy that, the new lover energy that God is shining a light on. God wouldn't be shining a light on this energy here if it was that, you know. So I feel like this is saying it does work out in the end, but really messy. And then this is the Hierophant coming in. So the Hierophant, on some weird level, it's saying that this was a blessing in disguise. I feel like maybe this energy of this Empress, pre-Empress, Empress energy, the Queen of Pentacles, is more the Earth Angel energy. And when she went to this lawyer, perhaps they had an affair, but it was already, her husband was already with this energy. And this was kind of like a blessing in disguise. Like, isn't that weird if that's the way that you would meet your lover though? Like, you're like someone that was like that you were destined to be with. That's really wild energy. So it's talking about, you know, this being really like enmeshed, right? Weird energy. And then we have the superstar energy. But this, I'm getting like, I was joking before, but I'm getting like this is a serious situation for, and I'm sure it does happen. Like, I'm sure this does happen. So this is talking about bringing harmony into the situation, especially if there's children and there's a pregnancy and all of that coming up. Wow. And then we have manifesting. With the sacral chakra, that kind of energy. Well, that's happened. It's manifested this situation. And the energy of the new moon coming in, I feel like maybe some sort of energy is coming in, maybe also with this Uranus, which is in like on the 25th of April. That's weird because that day is my mom's birthday. Not that has anything to do with it, but my mom and my aunt, the identical twins. So I don't know. I hope this isn't about them and we're finding this out later. I don't know what this is about, really. The Hermit energy is talking about, you know, again, going up to the top of the mountain and trying to figure out how are we going to make this work out. Like, there's some sort of messy family energy here that needs to be sorted out for sure. And maybe that's why there's missing Pentacles energy, because there's way more to the story than you could even imagine. So I think we'll just leave it at that. Like, it's just kind of, we do have the Gemini though, and I do feel that Gemini energy is talking about this Uranus energy coming in is maybe going to blow it all out. You know, it'll all be out in the open. I'm still trying, like, I'm gonna sleep on this, and if I find, like, I feel like whoever this reading is for, this is like the information you need, and I'm sure that if you're meant to see this, you'll see it, and you might be the only one that really understands it, and that's okay. I don't really, it's so complicated, and there's so many different versions that it could be, but I do feel there was some sort of something that went on, and maybe this is in the past and it's coming out now. Maybe this is about ancestors, because there was the judgment here of the ancestors. So maybe this energy, we're not talking about the people that we're talking about something that maybe you're the child of what happened here. And that's why. Could be something like that. So I'm gonna just say this is a weird reading, but for someone this is significant knowledge, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm good with that. I do hope you've enjoyed. Like, it's like a little bit of a drama here. If you resonate with the energy of the channel, please do subscribe. I would be honored if you did so, especially after this reading. And I will be back with another reading tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have a better grip on that one. Bye for now.